Hello, my name is swissbianco. In this video I will talk about the UTG red and green dot. The model number of this one is scp-ds3028w. They don't give names anymore to the products, they simply put the number down, so that makes it a bit more complex. And it's currently September 2014, so have a look on the leapers.com website what kind of products UTG brand can offer in the time you look for a red dot. So the box it comes in is pretty durable and sturdy. We see 3 inches total length, the quick detach lever mount, red or green. You can adjust it. On the side we see the same features, also the lockable turrets and the flip up open lens caps it has as well. Then what is needed is this information here, the leapers.com website. That is mainly for people in USA. I don't know if the UTG brand is that common outside USA. Here it's pretty often found, and usually has pretty good quality as well. So it has a heavy recoil resistant, a crisp 4.0 MOA aiming dot, red and green of course, and a quick detach lever mount. So that's about that. Of course made in China. It comes with the battery, smaller one. It is a 1620 lithium cell 1620, so you can't say that all the red dots use the same battery. This one is a bit more smaller, and I did already order a couple spares just to have them in stock, because they are lithium, they're not gonna go bad. Shelf life is about 10 years. Then another information that they give is that on green it needs more battery, so if it gets green, if you put it back on red, that may save a bit on the battery as well. I did not have the time yet to test that out that much, because the battery life is really long if you reasonably turn it off as you shoot with it, as you lay the gun down and all that. But it's really good to know. Then also a good feature is the manual that comes with it. Same manual comes with other red dots as well. They made a little booklet out of it, and that is really nice. If you have a shooter's bag or something, you can simply put that in a Ziploc bag, in a sandwich bag, a new one of course, that it is watertight, and put it into the paperwork slot of the shooter's bag, and then you have the manual with you in case you need it. Really easy and really nice made. It's not too big. Absolute great. And what is also good on the manual, it shows you many different red dots that they make. It's not only about this particular red dot. And we're gonna quick through all the pages. You can stop the video and look closer at it if you see your red dot. This is the example that we talk about in this video. Really simple. I'm gonna show the details in a minute, just saying. And then we have other ones in this manual as well, bigger ones, how to install the screw and the riser. If you screw something on it as it works and you tested it out, use a bit Loctite on it. That is for a firearm. Usually the R15 in USA has quite a bang, and that rocks a bit back and forth, so the screws can get loosened up, and that is also the reason why they have the double lock turret. I'm gonna show that too there. That's a really nice feature. I think it's the first time I had that on an optic so far. In Switzerland, optics were always really expensive. There was no way back then to get a bit cheaper optics, so I mainly concentrated on the firearms and the magazine and the ammunition and a bit less on the optics. But that is long gone. That bad times are gone away. So we have 2-year manufacturer's warranty. Also that's why I show the website and the email as well there. They are in Michigan, how it looks. And yeah, they make really a lot of products so far. If we look at the SHOT Show, their booth is really big with all the scopes and grips and red dots what they make. So that's just one of the many products. What I like is the size. It's pretty small. It has some weight on it, so it would not be necessarily an absolute ultralight one for on a, say, on a lightweight Ruger Mark II with the aluminum upper. That would be a bit too heavy, but for a R15 or for a shotgun, that is for sure a nice option. As we see on this side here is that lever. This one is a bit on the stiff side, but I did grease it up and work it a bit. So what that does is basically move the clamping part for the Piccadilly rail, for the weaver rail. So in this position it would be open, and then it moves closer toward it and clamps it. We see that in a similar style here. That's another red dot. There is a video coming up pretty soon on that one too. So that looks like this as it is mounted. It simply clamps on. There is no screw needed to put it on. You can put it on and off really easy, and as long as the middle setup screw is adjusted well with the Allen wrench, then that fits on strong and snugly really well. Whoever did come up with the idea about the Piccadilly rail, the weaver rail, that was really a great idea, as it allows you to put on and put off many different items. Absolute great, I love it. And so quick too. If you have the quick detach lever, you can take it off simple by do like that. You take it off like that to put it back on. That's all what it is. Really nice. Then of course we have the one for adjust the color and the brightness. On top we have the one for adjustment up and down, and we see already one click is a half inch to 100 yards quite likely. In the middle we have the lockout screws. That's basically with the Allen wrench you can unlock it, unscrew it, and as you have turn it in for sighted in, you can lock it down with those two screws, and then it is permanently fixed in that position. Really well made. I did already loop the threads a bit up for the cover. The cover is really nice made too, machined with some nice grooves to take off and on. On the side of course it's left and right, it's the same, absolute the same. And then the more interesting part is here. We see the R is off, and then we have of course red to the maximum, then we have off, then we have green to the maximum and off. And how that gonna look, we're gonna see that a bit here. Yeah, there it is. That's red. We did start on the minimum and it gets brighter. Yeah, there we are on the maximum brightness on the red. Then it is off, then the green starts already bright, but it's on the minimum. That is the maximum brightness that we get in the green dot, and then it is off. The off click is easy to feel. So that gets pretty nice on and off with a good feel. You can adjust it, then it has no clicks anymore by the brightness adjustment. You simply turn it and leave it as you reach the point where you have the correct brightness or the color both together. So that is really nice done. Of course the battery of the item is under this cap here. It's a bit harder to take it off. It's the traditional style. In the middle we have the battery, and there is 3 fingers that press it down, and as you put it back on you simply need to find the correct threads. Then you hold the lower part and screw on the upper part a little bit tight. You don't need to overdo, and then you feel it as you are on R on the position that stops it. So I like it a lot for the size what it has, together with a riser that will work on the R15 really well. I did test it out a bit on the 12 gauge and on the R15 with the riser there, because of the stock design, and yeah, it's pretty compact. You hardly notice it that it is there, and the side of view and the adjustment on the brightness of the green and red is really well. What I like is that you can put it on green as well, as red is sometimes a bit hard to see. It depends on the surrounding, so the green for sure helps too there. Yeah, that much about the quick detach red and green dot from UTG.